Hello, happy April Fool's / Easter from the Good Podcast. I'm Jacob, I'm the fat guy, and I also like to fuck things. What do you guys do?
Well, can you imagine, what's gonna happen when, that April Fool's is on Easter? I can imagine, Jesus coming to be at, hey guys, I'm back. Psych, see ya, fam. And then he just fucking leaves.
Yeah, maybe Mel Gibson will finally, give us a release date for Passion the Christ 2.
Electric.
Oh.
Jesus on Ice. That's the second one.
Jesus on Ice.
It shows a picture of Jesus still on the cross doing a double axel.
That'd be really funny.
What? It's Mel Gibson. Don't put it past him. He made a movie where someone said, "Time for me to beat you now, boy."
A Jewish man specifically.
Is Chris Tucker gonna be in it?
I
Oh,
would
God.
fucking love that shit. It's just, man, I'm Jesus on the ice, man. Like, you think Jackie Chan did this for some reason as Judas?
Yeah. Oh no!
I was wondering,
As Peter.
Imagine if Passion of the Christ 2 was secretly Rush Hour 4.
Wait, who'd play Pilot?
Jesus.
No, I meant Pilot,
Jesus
the
said
guy
the
who...
pilot that turns to the camera and gives a smile and a thumbs up.
There we go.
Yeah.
Then he's crucified by werewolves.
He's crucified by furries.
That's a fate worse than that.
We got this off to a really sacrilegious start. I fucking love
We
it.
believe in Jesus stuff. We're just really tired and just really awful people.
I don't.
Okay, that's cool.
Kill
Each
the
their own.
non-believer.
Better. We'll make him watch Little
Who'd-
Nicky.
Would you rather be an ogre achiever? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what is it
That-
called?
That movie I like, but no one else likes.
Wasn't that like
movie,
an Adam Sandler film?
Yeah.
Shrek is racist in the movie Bright.
Oh no.
Oh, man. Not that movie.
That's
Fuck it all.
Shrekcist. That's Orcsist.
Ogre cyst.
Ogrecist.
Funny
I mean-
thing about that world is their orc version of rap is heavy metal. Yeah,
Dang.
That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah.
they are. They're the best part of the movie, and Will Smith is the worst part.
Aw.
Joel
So
Will
Edgerton
Smith is a professional vlogger now, or whatever.
It
Well,
Have you seen
damn.
his YouTube channel? He
No.
He went on to Jimmy Fallon and he had a GoPro strapped to him and everything, facing
Wait,
towards him. And he was
wait,
guys,
wait.
we hit 1 million subscribers, and he celebrated in front of a live studio audience of him hitting 1 million subscribers on Jimmy
Hey,
Fallon.
didn't he talk to one of those sex robots?
No, one of the robots, and he did a bad joke, and she just shut him down right there with just the look.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the only thing that can withstand Will Smith's charm.
Oh man.
I guess
Poor
maybe
Will
she saw
Smith.
his son's Twitter.
Yeah. This fucking
Legit,
Twitter.
Jaden is a try-hard, twi-hard,
Oh.
legit.
Twi-hard.
Jaden, I got more Jaden things to say here. Jaden is somebody who thinks he's a philosopher, when really he's just a spoiled rich kid whose dad is famous for doing a sitcom and a really bad action movie involving aliens.
Oh, yeah. But,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Oh, speaking of, Jaden Smith, did any of you guys see Neo Yokio when that was on Netflix?
Yeah,
I
I don't know why it's a meme. It's
Yeah.
not really funny. It's badly paced. The animation is okay, and I know Netflix is fucking up recently, but I didn't think they'd fuck up this bad.
Do you know what I compare it to? Ghost Stories.
Oh, no, it's not like Ghost Stories. This was actually made to be a fucking joke.
What I don't get the joke though is that they're overprivileged. Like usually that joke would be towards people
Well, obviously.
my race.
White people.
Yeah, 'cause
I
that's-
still can't find. I still find it really funny that a black guy has pink hair. I'm just like, wow, that's a fashion donut.
That's like finding a black guy with blonde hair.
That's like the definitive gene. Everyone's born with pink hair, and no one makes fun of him for that. Just like come on, you
And
guys
just accept
are douchebags. It's like, go after that. It's like, we're not homophobic. I'm like, what? It's like, no, we care.
I'm just laughing how stupid it is.
I remember like that one episode where they like became girls or something. I don't know.
That's right. It's a show that tried to be deep, but it failed on so many levels. It was like watching an explosion inside of a black hole. Something you have to witness. But in my real opinion, Neo Yokio sucks. It's not a show that's actually worth your time. It's not even fun in a bad way. It's a way where you go, wow, someone was shooting at a turkey shoot blindfolded.
Yeah.
And they missed all the turkeys and accidentally hit somebody.
I mean, if there's one thing I can say in Neo Yokio's defense, at least it wasn't trying to be like edgy like Big Mouth.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Toblerone is now even more popular because of it.
Oh god. I remember when Toblerone was like, I guess
I thought
referenced.
Toblerone was cheese.
It's a fucking Swiss chocolate.
Hey, you want to hear a story that happened to me this week?
Yeah.
So, I remember I was sitting like at a bench, and there's this kid I know. I see him like every week, and he gets on my goddamn nerves. And then he was like commenting on my hair, and then he's like, and he sounds like he's congested all the time. He's like, "Hey, Anthony, are you Mexican?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh, so you just don't bathe?" And I'm like, "What?"
So racist.
Oh my god. Oh man. Are you really Mexican or are you just white? I'm sorry.
I'm basically a white person who like is always mistaken as Mexican.
Why?
You have to
So you're the anti-pan.
You're
I
anti-fan?
guess so.
You need your white person card. It's like, oh no, show me your ID. It's like, okay. Oh, yeah,
You're not
right,
even
never mind.
pan pizza, you're just pizza.
I'm gas pizza.
Yeah, you're
You're the real
no,
liquid
where's yours?
pizza.
No, I know what
Yeah,
you
you're the
want.
real
Your
liquid pizza.
school lunch pizza.
oh yeah.
School pizza.
No, you're Lunchables pizza.
Lunchable. No, not. What about Kid Cuisine pizza?
Yes.
Oh, that's
At
right.
least Kid Cuisine pizza isn't real pizza, not like that
At least
Lunchables
I'm-
crap.
at least I'm Red Baron pizza.
Red Baron pizza. What about the lowest of low? Like
Pizza
we'll
Hut.
see.
Lunch.
No, I'd say, I don't know, Little Caesars, then Red Baron, then, fuck.
Little Caesars is god tier.
What about Totino's pizza?
Oh, that stuff sucks.
That
Yeah.
stuff is good whenever you're
Worse,
In a
your pizza
mood where
rolls.
you're like,
Your
I'm just gonna-
pizza rolls.
You know, like those days whenever you just want to lay down and just do nothing? That's when Totino's pizza comes in handy.
Damn.
I got pizza rolls here.
I got pizza rolls right here. Gotta bend over.
What the fuck was that from?
He was doing impression of Mr. Plinkett.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Oh
Okay.
damn.
But,
So-
yeah,
Star Wars and Titanic are the worst films since my son. Not a fan of Space Cop.
but yeah, Aiden, do we have like news to like do? I don't know.
Sea of Thieves is apparently underwhelming, I guess.
Who gives a shit about Sea of Thieves? That game is
I do
shit.
because I'm excited for it. You guys never are excited for anything video game
People
related.
want to play as pirates.
Well, you know
Because
it's shit because it's an
pirates
Xbox
are
One
cool.
exclusive.
Well, I don't. What? Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
Wrap my brain
Xbox
around
One
this.
exclusive just makes me want to like chortle.
I forgot it. Well, you can get it on the Windows Store though, can't you?
Okay, so let me get this straight. Instead of VR chat expansions, instead of like all these other cool things that might be coming out, kids want to play as pirates on the Seven Seas.
I do. Because it's a rare
You
game.
are a
I'll buy
fucking
anything.
loon.
I'll buy anything rare. And I guess I'm not buying this thing that's rare in the Kinect games.
No, we need
Oh,
like
we're like-
pirate version of like Roblox.
Hey guys, some dude in French went on a fairground ride and got died.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He got hurled to his death. It was
What about a kid that was decapitated on a water slide?
Oh man.
Ooh.
I want to see a live leak of that.
It's even worse than like pissing in the pool.
ISIS
it's
made
like,
the
oh.
water slide.
We didn't we have made your slides. Where's America? They should have
Actually-
noticed the giant flag on the side of the slide. It's so cheap. Tickets are so cheap.
Oh yeah,
That's what
Ready
we
Player
did to
One
make
came
the
out.
place ridiculously
Oh.
cheap.
Hey, you guys want to talk about Ready Player One?
I
the
was
best movie
genuinely
ever?
surprised. It was so good.
Really?
Yeah.
It was fun, but not everything I hoped it would.
Well, it was like you were playing with action figures or whatever, and you're like, I want He-Man to fight the Ninja Turtles. I want Halo to fight.
Oh yeah, by the way, the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles are in this.
Oh no!
Yeah, they are. They are.
Don't worry, it's from Ninja Turtles 2. It's from Ninja Turtles 2.
We're not monsters.
Yes, you are.
Aw. Oh, you want to know?
Mikey? Your brothers look better than you.
I didn't see Ready Player One, but I got a Ready Player One story.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, so I saw Isle of Dogs yesterday. So I went to get some snacks, and when I'm walking back to the theater, I go past Ready Player One, so I decided to take a peek. And I just go to the door just to listen to the audio, and then I hear some guys scream in the theater, "Oh my god, Battletoads!"
Sadly, that would have been me. Only I would have screamed, "Holy shit, Mechagodzilla
Mechagodzilla!
fighting
man.
Gundam!" And by
What
the way,
about-
the Japanese guy in here? He just says Gundam like that, just burst into the.
Oh,
that
my.
was weird, yeah.
He's just like, "Why are you saying it like that?"
The text was so fast that I didn't realize what it was. I thought it was a Voltron monster or robot for a second, and then I had to go home to make sure I was right. And apparently it was like,
It was the 1970s version of Mechagodzilla, you pleb.
I'm a pleb, yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
fake fan.
I was just wondering, how much of the stuff how much of the stuff listed on the wiki actually appeared in the film?
Probably in the background, we got Hello Kitty as a receptionist, Sonic the Hedgehog in a line.
Oh shit, Sonic's in there!
Oh
Like a brief opening cameo, he's waiting in line while someone's going through a portal. He's got his hands on his hips, going, "Come on, pal."
Oh my god!
The best cameo I think was Chucky, because he just fucking
Oh yeah, he just demolishes everything. He almost kills Z and everything.
This black guy in there was fucking Chucky. I'm losing my shit.
That was funny.
That sounds fucking awesome because I'm a huge Child's Play fan.
Oh, and when Gundam fights Mechagodzilla, that's
Oh, when they
thought
said that.
Ultraman, but it's oh fuck, that's really cool. Even though Mechagodzilla towers over the first Gundam, that's 78 model.
Every single object in the game, or not in the game, in the movie, has to be video game themed or whatever. So as grenades, they'll throw what was that grenade called? No, the cube. Yeah, there was a holy hand grenade from Monty Python. Then there was Zemeckis cube, which is apparently the last name of the Back to the Future director's name or whatever. And
AKA Steven Spielberg's friend.
yeah, and then they threw a Mad Ball as a grenade at one point, which was pretty funny. And then they also had the Gears of War gun that shot lasers. But it shoots lasers in the movies, but it doesn't shoot lasers in the game. And then they have a Terminator 2 reference where Iron Giant's falling in a pit of lava and he just puts his thumbs up.
No!
Don't worry, that's just a commission. You see, that's Ek. That's Aek, aka this girl that cosplays as a dude in there.
So
And
anyway,
then I have this really confusing thing at the beginning of the movie. There's a drone delivering Pizza Hut. Is that a product placement or is that a reference to Ninja Turtles?
Back to the Future.
Yeah, it could be to the back. There was a ton of Pizza Hut references back in the 80s and 90s. Is it or product placements? Is it a reference or is it a product placement?
would make
well, in the
more sense
80s,
if it
they
was
were
Domino's.
obviously product placements.
It would make more sense if it was Domino's, though.
Oh,
But,
God, we're not going into that whole
Pizza
debate
Hut
again.
and Domino's are the same
Beat
tier.
Papa John's.
Papa
No,
John's
they're-
is better than both of them.
Yeah, basically, even though Papa John's a neo-Nazi.
Yeah.
So, but the movie felt way too fast. The third act was good. actually the third act is the best part of the movie.
The first act was so fast. I was like, what is happening? He falls in love with this girl in like 20 seconds.
He's like, I followed her Twitch streams. I've seen all of her walkthroughs. And like, it's like, come on, Wade. Don't make people think that you're me.
Wait, do they reference like any websites on there, like fucking YouTube?
They only
in the
reference
first
Twitch.
opening scene, we literally see a world that says, go anywhere. It's like a Minecraft world. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, there was the Minecraft world.
No! I was like, no!
That made me so like, that's such a bad opening scene to have. You're like, why does it have Minecraft right on there?
Although that part where they say you can climb Mount Everest with Batman, I just went like,
I kind of cringed at that. That was
Man, I hope
The beginning was really like-
Batman.
the beginning. I thought the beginning would like the whole movie would suck. At the moment they said you could climb Mount Everest with Batman, I was like, okay, this is gonna be awful. I'm in for a treat, but it was actually really good. I liked it a lot.
I got like I was wondering if like someday they'll make like an actual motion picture that's just like a crossover between a bunch of YouTube personalities, and it'd be just so fucking horrible.
Oh, that exists. It's called the Smosh movie.
Yeah.
Oh god. But yeah, I'm glad Ready Player One is good, and I just don't get like why people are shitting on it when like any other time you'd have like this nostalgia cum fest, like they'd be all over it.
Because I think people are sick of it, and because the original writer wrote some things in there. He has kind of an online history of talking about porn stars he likes, or back before he was married and everything. Just and plus he made a joke in there about transgender people in the book, saying, "Hey, you're a guy, right?" It was like, "No, I'm a girl." It's like, really cool. I thought you'd probably be a guy who had a sex change, and people claim it's transphobic.
Wow, Ernest Klein really is one of us.
Yeah.
Did they talk about
that part in the
masturbation?
book is pretty realistic. I'm like, yeah, some kid would ask this.
Oh god, did they make a masturbation joke in the film?
Oh, they made a 69 joke in the film,
It's not the same.
but it was like
But there
the
is a
password
great
for
sequence.
the password
They go
to
to
the
the
villain's rig is like his VR setup or whatever is Vossman69 with the S's as 5s because they're cool.
Yep.
The
Must have been
funniest.
some,
Sorry.
must have been some great mass debating.
Heyo.
Hey!
The funniest scene is where they actually go to a virtual version of the Kubrick film Shining, because Kubrick was Spielberg's best friend back then. God, he's friends with fucking everybody.
I mean, he's a famous director. Of course, he'd be friends with everyone.
Yeah, but Kubrick was so much better than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got into the
But anyway,
Stanley Kubrick film. That's
Yeah,
actually
and
really
the big troll character goes to the. She's never seen The Shining. She goes like, "I've never seen The Shining before. It's scary." And then he follows the twins right to the elevator, and he's like, "Hey, open up!" He's like, "Whoa, H, get away from the door!" He's like, "Why? What's happening?" Then the river of blood spurts from there, and they're flowing it. I'm just like,
that was
Damn,
my
what
phone.
was that?
That was my phone.
This is fun.
it's pretty hilarious. And she's like, and everyone's like, "We're pissed at you, dude. Why'd you go in there?" And it's just like, I don't like scary movies. Like, that's a realistic thing to have. Like, and plus, she almost gets it on with like the lady in the tub.
Oh,
She does.
Then they look in the mirror, and she turns into a zombie creature.
I did think it was kinda strange. Because I did know that she was a girl the whole time, H.
Dude, it
And
was
so-
obvious she was a girl. Like, listen to the voices. It's obviously Lord.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was obvious she's a girl and everything, and like, I thought it was kind of strange that at one point she was like, I'm just gonna go with this, and then just hugs the naked lady in the tub.
But the most important thing I have to know is this: does Tracer and Chun-Li date?
No, they're just avatars. Although
They were
Tracer-
just standing next to each other.
I do have to admit, the motion capture is amazing in this. It gets
it's
a
so
lot
good.
right. It is.
Really?
The emotions are a lot better than the physical actors, which I think was intentional because it shows.
There
how,
were
like,
two
the
different
Wade
art
characters-
departments for the real world and the VR world.
Yeah, separate directions as well. Where like Wade's character in the real world, he's like really shy. Ty Sheridan has an okay looking face. Like he looks like a normal guy that you'd meet, right? He's fit and everything, but he's like, yeah, he's a normal person that I'd know in high school. And he's like super shy and stuff. When he's in like this Oasis world, he's like really, he struts. He's happy to be there. Like he dresses like an anime boy for some reason.
It's like showing that you can escape from your issues in the real world and be someone you're not, which is actually.
And everyone gives him shit when he says, "Hey, my name's Wade." Just like, dude, don't say that.
And then he like almost dies, and his whole family dies because he said his name was Wade. That was funny.
Wade what? It's like, oh.
Oh, I should have put like a spoiler. I'll put an alert in the middle of it.
Yeah, the worst part of the movie was T.J. Miller because his character was.
I thought T.J. Miller's character was funny. It went really well with the fact that he was like. He was
never
like
saw
that.
What he looked like.
Yeah, but like.
I would love to see like T.J. Miller in like a ridiculous fat suit and like a giant wheelchair.
I don't think T.J. Miller's gonna get any more work when it turned out like he was a pretty awful person.
Yeah, I think they reduced his part immensely.
But T.J. Miller actually, I liked him. He did a pretty good job of like, because his character name was literally IROC or whatever. He was like that idiot on like World of Warcraft that'll sit there and be like, yeah, I'm so cool. I've put 10 years into my character and I'm the coolest. And then like they're full of themselves and they think that they're the coolest person ever when in reality they're like the lamest 400-pound man ever.
Yeah.
So he's like that guy from South Park.
He's literally the guy from South Park.
The guy who has absolutely no life.
But the guy with the headset on.
How can
Did you know someone cosplayed that guy?
I mean, his suit looks really cool though. Like his character looks really nice. Like, but I feel like that should have been the bad guy Sorrento's look because his look is he looks like a bad version of. Yeah,
T.J. Miller character's IROC kind of goes with the fact that he's like full of himself. He like thinks he's so cool or whatever. And Sorrento
he doesn't do anything. Like,
yeah, he
he's
does.
Just there to
he's
talk
like
to the main bad guy.
Yeah, but like he supplies the main bad guy or whatever, and he like at the end of the movie he kind of turns on the main bad guy once the main bad guy attempts to kill all the characters.
Yeah. I did like the ending a lot, where they actually reach a good... When they win, the whole team gets access to the Oasis because they're minors, and they're like, hey, we need to learn how to run the company. He's like, okay. The main guy named Ajin, who's like the co-creator, he like instructs, he has like 25-cent salary on his behalf because he's like a billionaire or whatever. So they have an agreement to shut down the Oasis every Tuesday and Thursday. So that people will actually, go outside more.
Go the fuck outside, boys.
Wow, only give them 2 days to go outside.
It's like, why not do it on Sundays? Or Saturday?
Because Jesus and shit.
No.
They probably have Oasis churches.
They probably do.
That must be
They sing the Halo theme in the empty churches.
Oh, that's awesome.
No. The way the church choir's got to sing in like on the school showers.
Like, you know what's weird about the Oasis thing? They do this in public. There must be a lot of people getting hit by cars.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Maybe they're all like masturbating and just playing the game.
Oh dang! Everything's lagging. Can you repeat that?
Do you remember like have you heard of this series called Future Man on Hulu?
No.
Yeah.
Remember that part where he's jacking off, and next thing you know, like Tiger and Wolf show up. Next thing you know, what he just wakes up and he fucking like comes on like Wolf's like leg or something.
No, I've
Is this
never
a
seen
furry
the
show?
I just saw a trailer.
Yeah, he's just like jacking off, and then they come out of nowhere, and he gets so scared he fucking comes.
Oh, he inks
And I'm like,
like an
he's like,
emo.
oh no! Ah shit! He came on me.
That sounds hilarious.
And I'm like, is this
Come,
Ready Player
my lady.
One?
Come, my lady, be my butterfly.
Oh baby, no!
I just find it weird how cum and piss are both different things.
Yeah, they go down the same tube.
Wait, we shouldn't be saying this. We're talking to a 13-year-old here. Let's not get in trouble with the law.
Look, we're already in trouble for like even associating.
I'm not going to
this.
jail. I'm not going back.
Not bad. What did you do the first time?
I ripped a tag off a mattress.
I know my asshole's ready.
Purpose.
Probably gonna give people crabs.
It's in Steve.
Oh, everything's breaking. I can't.
Crabs.
Everything's really laggy.
It's like an egg.
Oh no.
It's fine on my end.
I'm gonna change it to US
Niggas.
East. Here we go. It's fine on. It says I have like 70 milli whatever's, and so yeah. There.
Actually, hey, can we like get into new relevant Moger again?
Oh, is it what I
Everything's
think it is?
breaking.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh
gross.
god, everything's
We got
breaking.
2 fucking bombshells from Nickelodeon. First, Dan Schneider left the network for unknown reasons, but we all know why he left. And the second is that John Kay, who we talked about in the first episode, got outed as a sexual harasser, preying on aspiring female animators.
Who are underage.
Yeah, especially
Well, they're all
underage.
pretty much underage in this case.
We got them. We got the boys.
Yeah, their reign of terror will never continue unabated.
Yo,
On a masturbate.
I saw. I met Bob Camp yesterday, and I knew about the news, and he came to me with like the biggest grin on his face.
For real?
Yeah, he was so
Wait, where-
fucking happy.
Wait, why? Where were you when this happened? At a con or?
No, I know Bob personally.
Actually, can I say something? I heard like a Bob Camp story recently. I don't know if it's okay if I should tell it.
Go ahead.
He apparently said he had a nightmare where John Kay was screaming at him, and then at one point John got on this table, pulled down his pants, and he had a vagina, and he started screaming out of it to Bob.
That's true.
Oh,
He
so
told
you
me
know
this
Bob
story.
Camp. Sorry, isn't Bob under sexual?
Wait, can I leave that in?
No. Yeah, you can leave this in. No, Bob Cam's not under anything. He's
Oh,
he's
thank
fine.
God, because he drew me a picture, and it's like, oh man, that'd be a shame to burn it.
Dude, Bob Camp's a really good guy.
He is. When I met him, he was going through a divorce.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some things going on.
Oh dang.
Costing big money.
Oh, is that the picture Bob Camp drew you?
No, that's a picture someone drew today. He's like a Samurai Jack comic artist, for real, legit.
This is honestly a really good drawing.
I
like
asked
it.
for this specific one, just I asked him to make that for me. It's as I figured, that's my favorite type of Aku.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Aiden,
Horrifyingly depressed.
hey, Aiden, while you're editing this, just put a picture of this, in front for everyone to see.
Yeah, that's what I was planning to
Edit that
do.
in. Yeah, edit that in.
Hey guys, are
Yeah.
you ready? My alarm's about to go off.
Going to
Oh,
be
it's-
fine.
Oh man.
Everything's gonna be fine!
I was
But-
like,
Everything is going to be fine. Right.
No.
It sounds like you're impersonating Aku in the 5th season.
Like Greg
That's the one. That's the one that was
Greg
good
Baldwin.
Baldwin. Yeah, Greg Baldwin.
I was thank God for that. I could do that voice. I'm I think I could do Mako. No one can top Mako. It's
Yeah, no one can top Mako.
Or,
thank
yeah.
God for Greg Baldwin. Greg Baldwin, if you're watching this, I love you. You're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't
And I'll-
Greg Baldwin and Mako do multiple
Yeah.
shows or whatever? An Avatar character was replaced by Mako or something.
Yeah. I think Greg Baldwin's also a good guy.
Very
Yeah.
good guy. He follows me on Twitter. He's a great guy.
Aw, that's sweet.
Man,
He
that's
likes
cool
some of my
people following.
videos, even though he never commented on them.
Alright, another thing. Bob Camp knew about this stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty much an well-known thing the animation industry that John
Here's a-
Kay was a creep.
Here's another thing. Bob Camp also said John Kay would draw porn of them and would show them around.
Oh.
Oh wow.
John Kay sounds like he has a lot of issues,
Yes,
but probably had a
he
nice
does.
upbringing.
Places like Cove were like making fun of John Kay for being a creep for years now.
We've already been talking shit about John Kay.
Yeah, it's great, but you want to talk shit about Dan Schneider now? Since he left?
yeah!
Not Dan Schneider. He's a real creep. He like, oh man. I don't know what he likes with those alien feet of Miranda Cosgroves, but he sure sees something in them.
Dude, they finally got him. They got Dan the Bladder Schneider, Dan the Seducer Schneider, Dan the Teen Better Schneider, Dan the Rough Rider Schneider, Dan if she's underage I will engage Schneider, Dan she's a fighter Schneider, Dan get in the van Schneider, Dan Cunny Hoarder Schneider, Dan I've had tighter Schneider, Dan the Fart Inhaler Schneider, Dan Deep Insider Schneider, Dan the Overnighter Schneider, Dan, no, that's where I poop from Schneider.
You can just go on with these, but
Dan the Shadman Schneider.
Dan Poker in the Brown Eye Schneider.
Yeah, so essentially the Shadman Schneider.
Oh no!
But yeah, apparently like they didn't really mention the foot fetish for like letting him go, but
Let's just keep it this way. Just let us have this moment.
yeah.
Let's have a
but,
moment of silence for Dan the Rough Rider Schneider.
No.
I don't want to. I don't want to like honor his.
Let's have a moment of yelling for him.
But yeah, like Nickelodeon like just lost one of their biggest revenue generators. Well, they also lost Butch Hartman too, but you know he just left on his own accord.
Nah, Butch Hartman left so he can be a Let's Player.
Yeah, he could.
Hi there, this is Butch Hartman in my Minecraft tutorial.
He's gonna start doing the Twitch live streams with all the.
I'm
other
gonna show you how.
idiots.
I'm gonna show you how to make a Minecraft thing that looks like Danny Phantom.
Have you ever seen those DreamWorks Minecraft Let's Plays? DreamWorks.
Oh no.
DreamWorks has a YouTube channel and they have Minecraft.
Roblox.
No, wait. Is it? Are they having like Shrek play with Minecraft?
No, they have
Damn.
Shrek shorts on there though, where they have like a really bad Shrek like impersonator and like this guy in a mocap suit, and it looks so awkward or whatever, and it's so uncanny because you can't have Shrek walk realistically like a regular human being. You gotta actually manually animate it, so it's so creepy and it's scary, and he's like over there saying, "Let's do the boogie woogie," and then you see him dance like the most uncanny thing to ever exist.
Cool Shrek loves the boogie woogie.
Cool Shrek saves the kids.
Cool Shrek stops a school farquadding.
Cool Shrek stops the school shooting.
Now farquadding.
I don't.
Think of the kids.
What was that laugh, Jack?
That was just a laugh I do. I don't know. Like, fucking Christ, Austin, you're killing me.
Good.
I've never heard that come from you,
I feel
Jack.
no remorse towards you.
So yeah, in other news, that Deadpool animated series got canceled for whatever
The one
reason.
by, what is it, the mouse company, Tweak Mouse or something?
No, it
Mouse.
was. I think it was Radical
FX.
Axis that was like slated to do it. Titmouse just like made like a pitch. I guess I don't know.
So
I don't
anyway,
understand.
some footage was like leaked of it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Thought it was gonna look better though.
With those leaked footage, you always expect it to be better than what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah. Now, can we get Scud the Disposable Assassin as a series?
No.
No, that's never gonna happen. That's too obscure.
Damn.
That's hilarious that you think that, though.
Yeah.
Can I dream?
No, because this is America, where dreams don't come true.
You know what? You're right.
Hey, you can't insult me. My family's full of dreamers.
Well, hey, at least my dreams come true because I'm...
Austin.
Yes.
No. I was gonna say because I'm...
Yes.
White. I don't know.
No, because I'm a man.
Because I'm black.
This
You're white and a man.
That's how Vicky was.
that-
I'm a
She's like, I'm black.
privileged white male.
Oh,
Can we have that graphic of that guy yelling at someone saying, "You're a privileged white male"? Can I say that?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh man, that was really inspirational.
Thank you, Austin,
Remember,
for
you
sharing
can
that
do
with us.
everything you want. You overprivileged cis male bastard.
Oh.
And then you just have the Curb Your Enthusiasm music play as it just zooms in on a surprised guy's face.
Oh, shit.
Oh
So
yeah,
good.
the
Cut
Cash
this
Me
out.
Outside girl.
Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
What'd she
Knock
do?
off.
You guys told me stuff she did some.
So, tell me about this girl, guys.
Vicky Woe, she thinks she's black. She says like black, like she's like, I'm black. Don't.
No offense. She doesn't think she's black. She's just Florida white trash.
She is. Vicky Woe thinks she's black.
No, she
She's
thinks
a-
she's a
She's
gangster.
44% black, and she's like sitting there saying like, I got babies. They're like little chocolate munchkins.
Oh, I don't like this.
This woman sounds scary. She sounds like the type of person that gets in a fight at Kmart over lip gloss.
Yeah. Man, I don't care about like white trash trying to pretend they're like black. I hate those posers. They can go die in hell.
Man, I never knew you were such an elitist.
I don't mean to call, like they're saying, they're appropriated culture, but legit, they actually are. Most people just like that stuff because they think it either they did grow up in those environments or they resonate with hip-hop and try to spin it in a positive way that's not insulting. People like her are just trash, like legit, and it's a mixture of her mother's idiocy and her idiocy as well. And it just shows that Florida is a terrible place where bad things happen.
Oh,
Can we
come
just
on.
get rid of Florida?
No, Florida's got Disney World and all these sports teams.
Move it
Let-
to Michigan, Detroit. Move it to Detroit.
No, Detroit's even worse than like all Florida combined.
Let's move everyone from Florida to Detroit. Oh, wait, no, that would just make
But
Detroit
apparently
worse.
in Detroit, there's affordable housing.
Let's not
Because
get-
everyone gets thrown out.
Let's all move to Detroit,
No, let's all
Yeah.
move to Texas because it's warm there and we got
and we
like
get to see all the Ready Player 2 before it
Ready
comes out in
Player-
Austin.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's because the writer of the original stuff is a Texas native.
Oh, you know what? You know what's actually headquartered in Austin, Texas?
what?
Rooster Teeth.
InfoWars.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say Rooster Teeth.
I mean,
You
I
can get
could
Ouch on the
have, but-
podcast.
No.
Or better,
You-
Double Toasted.
Oh man, double
Chirp,
toasted's
chirp,
probably
chirp,
too big
chirp,
for
chirp,
us.
chirp, chirp.
No one knows who Double Toasted is? Those guys from Spill?
I don't know double toasted at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're probably normies.
They are,
The Game Chasers are in Austin, Texas.
especially
I think, or
one
somewhere around
called Gert. He is the biggest normie ever. Like, no offense to anyone that's ever on a podcast, but Gertz is legit. For real. I am not making this up. There are other people on there who have done better than him. He is literally the token white guy.
Oh.
He stays out of the conversations, and then he does reaction shots. I want him to say, "Dang, shoot, well that is wacky."
It'll be like
will
that one
complete it.
hip hop.
All he ever does is agree with Corey, the main guy of it.
I mean, if he was to like disagree with him, it'd probably come off as racist.
Yeah.
Good to know he's a cuck.
Oh yeah, like Gertz is the king cuck of the whole thing. Like legit, everyone else has more spine than he does, and he wears these really bad Samurai Jack shirts where it's Samurai Jack, but it's mixed with Applejack cereal.
That sounds like the worst combination ever.
It is. I want to see Gertz on a skateboard, and then one of our fans go up and push him off of the skateboard.
That reminds me of that like 6ix9ine album cover where he looks like an Adventure Time character, and it's basically just like stolen artwork.
Wait, when you say Samurai and Applejack, do you mean like Applejack from My Little Pony or Applejack's
No,
like the cereal?
Applejack cereal, but with Samurai Jack on it.
Oh man, imagine if like Samurai Jack was a pony.
Then I would never ever like that franchise ever again, and it's already difficult for me to like it because of season 5.
Season 5 was so good. Shut up, Austin.
Dude, I
Shut up.
Why
like
does everyone
season
think it's
5.
good? Did
It
I
was-
see a completely different show?
No, it's
I mean,
a good show.
It was good, but it could have been a lot better. The
Good,
pacing
it was-
really like fucked with it, like near the end.
It was a fuck you. That's my rating for it.
Aw.
Because they
honestly had a really
misused
good time
Greg
watching
Baldwin.
I imagine like the main reason Austin hated the ending was because it reminded him too much of the Gurren Lagann ending.
Aw.
It's probably 'cause it didn't
I
end
never
like the
saw
comic.
Gurren Lagann.
It probably didn't end like the comics, so he's really mad about that. He's probably like, oh, they didn't like.
I read the
Who even
comic.
read the fucking comic, man? God damn.
I did.
Isn't that where he's like Old Man Jack, where he's a king? Like
Yeah.
the show predicted?
I can't- Man, the show's
Maybe, hopefully we
prediction
get a
is wrong.
season 6 where he just goes back right before he does it. He's like, fuck that shit, I'm going to save the world. But then
No,
something goes wrong there too.
The shit Jack does to get laid.
It's just like,
I
no,
mean,
you're
Jack never
destined
gets
to be a
laid.
virgin.
I mean, he's got Johnny Bravo to have gay sex with.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Aw, yeah.
And they got
And there's a meme on
nostalgic
there with
cuck
Mike
watching.
Nelson from MST3K talking to a character named Pearl. It's like, what happened to the other Jack? It's like, what do you mean? The other one that got sent back. And then Mike just looks off, and then it just cuts to that infamous promo where they're at the laundromat. It's like, that's how you do it. That's how season 6 starts.
Yeah, it could be like Devilman Crybaby, that one episode that began with gay sex.
What?
No, that part was a dream.
I don't
Wasn't the one with like, I don't know, like farm animal sounds out of nowhere?
Yeah, I think so.
Devilman Crybaby. Look, it's a good, charming idea, but it's like it's kind of it's all made as a joke. No one realizes it.
Oh wow.
Wow. I thought it
It's
was
like
all supposed
everything,
to be
even the
taken
ending,
seriously.
is a joke.
So are you, Austin?
I know, because think about it. All of our existences are a joke because we're made to be born and then slowly die into a crumpled up old prune.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jaden Smith.
I mean, isn't that hilarious though? Just like your life goes by so fast and yet you think it's so long, but then sometimes you wake up and realize, holy shit, like a whole 4 or 5 hours fell by, and it feels like it's only been like, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, but you know, when I wake up, I just think about John Case vagina screaming at me.
I just think about all the Samurai Bravo art, and I scour for.
I hope I dream of that. That sounds really funny.
Sadly, nowadays it's scarce, like dry.
I want Dan Schneider's feet to scream at me.
Yeah, Austin, you're like me and Marceline bubblegum porn. It's fucking scary.
Oh, that's not the only shipping I have. The Professor and him. Hey, Powerpuff Girls did it first. They started it.
Oh yeah, that one time he licked the professor. That was pretty
That's-
sensual.
I don't know, it seems weird
Archie
because
Devil
like they're both played by the same guy.
Yeah, it's Tom Kane. By the way, I hear him a lot in like fucking radio promos and ads.
The him voice, or
No,
do you
just
need the one where he
voice.
talks like this?
Yeah, that one. The latter.
Imagine if he did all that in the voice. Welcome to the news.
Rooster Teeth made Laser Team 2, you guys.
What?
Who?
No, who cares?
Rooster Teeth. They made another bad YouTube Red show.
More like Laser Keem. Heyo.
Who cares
Laser
about like YouTube Red? Like that thing's a dying platform when you got like no PewDiePie.
Yo, did you
Yeah.
say Laser Keem? Laser Keem? Did Keemstar finally get his own YouTube Red series?
I finally got chemotherapy.
Oh.
Killer chemotherapist.
At least Keemstar finally got to see like Sherlock
Alright,
Gnomes.
Yeah, he did.
He's
Did
so
any of you
short.
guys- Do any of you guys see Sherlock Gnomes?
Yeah, he had the best cameo.
Yeah.
I saw the picture of him standing next to it. It's like, wow, it's like he's actually in the movie. And I thought I was short. Well, yeah, I am short, but he's short too.
He's really short. Like, he's super short. I didn't expect him to be that short.
Man, I imagine like even Aiden's taller than him.
Have you ever seen that one, like, picture of Keemstar where he's, like, really fat and he looks like a 300-pound gorilla just walking?
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't believe he was. I don't know. I don't know where this is going.
Dwarf boy.
No, it's essentially Bunsen and Beans from like Mr. Fox.
Oh wow.
He's a
Yeah,
pot-bellied
you're right.
dwarf.
Oh yeah, random. You saw Isle of Dogs. How was that movie?
Isle of Dogs was really good. Like, I loved every moment of it. It was so much fun to watch.
Are you sure the Wes Anderson meter didn't go up too high?
Not too high. But it was pretty Wes Anderson-y.
What about
Well,
the
here's the
dialogue? Was it Wes Anderson-y?
But something really cool they did. All the characters who spoke Japanese, there was no subtitles.
Really?
They
Yeah,
better have
it's-
that as an option on the DVD.
Nah, but here's the thing. Instead of just, like, reading subtitles, you're not listening. You're watching the movie, so you pretty much have an idea what they're saying.
And the dogs are like that too, right? They're like, what's he
No,
saying?
the dogs speak English.
Wait, why do they even speak English if it takes place in Japan?
Well, I think it's because they speak dog and they don't understand.
No, they have this thing in the movie. They're like, oh, hey, everyone here speaks their native language. Dogs, we're the only one altered so you can understand them.
Oh man.
Yeah, so we're hearing them from their perspective.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But
Oh, there's this one line in the movie which was, like, really funny to me. I saw it with the Tap podcast, all of them, and, like, one of the members, PJ, there's this line where this one character, her name's Nutmeg, and she's like, I don't like tame dogs. And then PJ's like, she's a freak! Am I the only one who found that, like, really funny?
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, like, there's also Yoko Ono is in it.
oh man, she's still alive. I wish she'd die.
Oh, that's mean. Like, cut her some slack. She lost someone she loved. Her son's doing an okay job in a band. Like, just let her.
I think she has like 2 sons. Or no, she has a stepson. She's got like a son with John. Yeah.
And they don't have, like, a good relationship.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I mean, Yoko doesn't seem like an evil
Elliot
person.
Rogers.
Elliot Rogers.
What?
Is he back from the dead? Jeez.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like, you guys thought I was dead.
I love his voice so much.
It's like, god damn it. I was like, why can't people like you stay in hell? Because it's really crowded.
Well, I mean, he's probably in hell, you know. I don't know if he ever got out of the incel corner.
Damn.
I think he's in hell, but I think his personal hell is just continuous, like,
He just has to
girls,
sit there and, just be next to a girl. He has to
like
watch
he's
her.
unable to move or interact, and he just watches other couples, like, interact and fall in love.
Yeah,
That's
that's
perfect.
Chris Chan's hell as well. No, he
Oh,
has to.
no.
Christian is people just singing, I have a boyfriend. only
No, his
without-
personal hell is like seeing Seth MacFarlane talk about how much he loves gay people.
No, his personal hell is seeing Megan.
Megan, Megan, and
No, he has to relive the events of the PSP situation over and over.
Actually, that reminds me, like, I want to show you some fan art he did one time.
He should watch the guy that won the PSP contest go to Seattle on a television screen with
Megan.
Yeah, with Megan.
He's like, no, and he's stuck in his lime green room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is his
With the-
room like that? It's
With
so
that
stupid.
piss yellow, like, quality.
Yeah.
Oh god, that PS.
Actually, there's a reason for that.
PS4 camera, the PS3 cam.
Yeah, the reason why, because Chris has fucking abused that thing. He's thrown shit at it. He's punched the camera. It basically affects the camera's quality.
Jesus fucking Christ, Chris and the Darkies.
Oh no!
Oh.
If I were to say homosexual, then why would I be having sex with 3 women?
It's like, Chris, Second Life sex scenes don't count.
Wait, why?
I bet you
What
he
is
has
he
a
meaning
second
by
life.
we 3? I'm like so confused by that. I like that one post where that guy's like, "Wait, what? We 3?"
No, take a look. Take a look in one of the tags in our Discord.
I did.
Yeah, with 3 women.
What does that even mean, though?
I mean, I
There's
just
3
love how.
Do you not see this?
No, he's basically just like trying to prove how straight he is by like fucking
he's-
every member
But
of
he's
his band.
trans.
No offense, but
No, this
those
was
people
before
who
he
constantly
became
fear that they're straight are people with serious sexual issues.
Yeah, and this is why Chris became a tranny because of how fucked up his mind was.
His mind was messed up by bad education and as well as bad
Chris has
upbringing.
taken over our podcast.
Because
Yeah.
pretty soon we're all going to be singing about why there's so many boyfriends.
Yeah, I can't wait for like the 5th episode will just be us not even bringing him up.
Oh, that'd be a dream.
But we just talk about
What would we talk
Anything
about,
else?
man? We would talk about Ready Player
anything
One,
else.
No,
and
we
then we'll
already
talk
talked
about nothing
it.
else.
But
Nah,
not
but you know,
Pacific
Ready
Rim.
Player One has been our last 2 episodes. This is
No, this one was like more or less us talking about the movie, which we can probably make it the topic.
yeah,
Oh yeah, Villainous is getting greenlit for Cartoon Network.
of course
Oh,
it is.
Finally, I'm happy about that.
Cool.
Like legit, that and OKKO have like very legitimate styles that are reminiscent of what cartoons we grew up with, and I think, no offense to the youth of America today, but y'all need to let your kids watch something risky. Otherwise, they're just gonna grow up to be wuss bags.
Hey, come
want
on, we had
Reddit
some
to
like
have
risky
knuckles
stuff in the
too.
2010s with Adventure Time and Regular Show.
Hey,
Yeah,
guys.
like regular
have
show
a-
was the okay thing for like college stoners, but Adventure Time and Steven Universe has kind of softened our youth up. We need men and women to be hard as nails, to be excited, full of energy, fun, where you can't control them.
Oh yeah, they need to all watch Kill La Kill, the best anime ever.
They need to be, what they need to be? They need to be in their jammies on Saturday morning, eating nothing but unhealthy food, sugar, going off the fucking walls, going outside, riding bikes, playing with shit, just like, legit, just like having fun, not learning about, hey, let's talk about self-esteem. Let's talk about gun laws. I'm
I
like,
think Austin wants to live vicariously through a child.
no, it's just, I want kids to have a better childhood. I want them to have a better, like, television experience because, honestly, nowadays, cartoons are catering to us instead of them when they are legit the designed audience for the network, and kids are only watching Teen Titans Go, which is scary on way too many levels.
Mhm.
Yeah.
By the way, Teen Titans Go is going to be ending soon, and we're getting a different Teen Titan show.
Oh no, that's an April Fool's joke from what I heard. No.
Oh, God, no.
I hope that isn't.
Dude, that shit was. Of course, it's an April Fool's joke. It's too good to be true.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Can we
and
have
that's
a-
tomorrow when it's
can we-
like freaking Easter.
Can we have a moment of silence for Villainous?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Thank God, I'll probably get more subscribers because of this.
But
'Cause
like,
There we
double-
go.
Villainous
Stop.
is already dead, you guys. It's destined. It was in the prophecy.
Well, I
Mhm.
mean, like all those other Cartoon Network shows that have been coming out are probably dead on arrival.
Craig
Like
and the
Craig of the
Creek.
Creek and
Why is
Apple
that
and
show
Onion.
popular? Like, all it is just a kid mucking about in the woods and possibly
It's like Clarence.
Atlanta.
yeah, but Clarence wasn't popular either because its creator was a piece of shit.
Really? I like Clarence
Yeah,
a
did-
lot.
What, you didn't know about the Skylar Page thing? This was actually before like the whole Me Too thing, where like he was he had like bipolar disorder and he was like harassing female employees on the show, and then like he got called out. And he
It's
went
basically what
crazy.
John Kay did, but like not as bad.
Yeah, it's like a, I don't know, it's like
That's
a less.
how Hollywood is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why, I follow Scott Eastwood's advice. If I ever go to Hollywood and stuff like that, I'll just have be there in like a hotel or like a normal motel or something like that. And then when I get famous, I'm going to move out into like a suburban area outside of Hollywood and just live in a normal town. Because like Scott Eastwood said, Hollywood is the most retarded place ever. He didn't say that, but he said something similar on the Joe Rogan show.
Seth Rogen.
No, Joe Rogan and Seth Rogen. But I was just wondering, with all this stuff that's been going on in the entertainment industry, when do you think it's gonna like seep into the music industry?
It's already happened, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, after the 1980s, the music got worse. And you want to know why? Because they wanted to make it more sexy. They wanted to bring in more urban stuff to it. And to the point where it lost track of what it was, man. They lost track of why urban music was so good, man. They lost
Yeah,
track
the
of why rock and roll was so
corporations,
good, man. It
Wow,
was the
that-
man that
Corporations.
manned it up, man.
It sounds like Austin's a proponent of gentrification.
Austin went back to college.
It's like, I did. Then I wrote a poem about how misunderstood I was.
Man.
But I couldn't learn how to play guitar because that's how I roll.
Man.
Man.
This isn't trigonometry, man.
It's not that hard, man.
Now remember to put like only one mushroom on your pizza and not 5 unless you want to get real fucked up, man.
Man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Tell me how to live. Da-da-da-da-da.
Man.
You're a Benny hole.
No, that's a Cheech and Chong reference.
Man, I can't believe, I don't know what I'm thinking about, man.
Can't believe man.
Well, back to the music, like how everything is in Hollywood, everything just seeps in. It feels like it's phony, and I think Gorillaz, and yeah, I need to go back to my glory days here. Gorillaz is a proof and evident of that nowadays. All these things that you see, no matter how talented or creative they are, they're on a fucking like assembly line.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell every single bit of this current talent was when he was picked online or from a talent show, was sent to a lab where he was deconstructed and reconstructed in such a way where he was successfully marketable, where he could have mixed to positive reviews, as well as be a sex symbol. When, believe it or not, in the 70s and 80s, a lot of people who were like professional, like in the industry, they were fucking dogs, man. Like Africa. Look how those guys actually look. They look like guys you'd see at a bowling alley.
You mean Toto?
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought Toto was just like a band of session musicians.
They were. The point is, like, they were good. They were good musicians. They made good albums. Or what about Aha? It's like they looked like normal guys. Like, yeah, they look like pretty boys, but at the same time, they weren't like Hollywoodized. They were just a fun little band.
I like Aha and Toto.
I don't know. I'm not really crazy about like those manufactured 80s bands. I'm kind of more into like the new wave crap, like Talking Heads or.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Talking Heads is great. I don't know. I'm
Or
more
like,
into
what about
like
Van Halen?
Van Halen's alright, but David Lee Roth is like a fucking awful singer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he was
What
more
about
or
the
less like a
song Jump?
he was more or less a used car salesman than a rock star.
Yeah.
What's that lead singer?
He's more of a showman.
It's like
Of what?
Cake.
Uh.
I forget
What's
his name.
Cake?
It's like you've never listened to Cake.
Cake.
I don't. Oh, that band Cake. Oh, I don't really listen to him much. Like, I think
John
my brother
McCrea. I was about to say like John Q or something.
John Q.
John K's aborted brother.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but John McCrea, he looks like death. Like not like Post Malone death, but like he looks like a creeper you'll find at like the bar or whatever. That's like sitting there looking at all the girls or whatever, and he's like, "Hey, come here, I'ma rape you."
Oh man, I forget. Like, I'm honestly surprised there's not that many like rock stars that were actual pedophiles.
That's because they're not manufactured. Because Rockstar ain't, or rocking isn't really. I don't know what to call it. Rock isn't.
Well, I mean,
Big
like
anymore.
lots of them like dated like had sex with teenage groupies. That was because like the groupies just idolized them so much they were like willing to consent.
You know, I'm not really feeling comfortable talking about all these. You know, these are innocent women that were violated by a man who was just a total jerk to just abuse people. And I kind of feel bad for John Camp because now he will be associated this with forever.
You mean Bob
This guy
Camp?
did nothing.
John Camp.
Yeah, John Camp, who didn't do anything against
Bob
his friend
Camp.
John Kay. Bob Camp, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really his. I mean, like,
He just
I mean-
worked with him.
what else could like these people do? They could try, but they would probably get like blacklisted by him because like John Kay just had so much influence in the animation industry. It really
Oh, yeah.
sucks.
It does.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry, Austin, for how uncomfortable I got.
Nah.
Whatever. You're fine. Don't worry. It's all good.
I'm just like, this is just my observations on this crap.
BTW, I only saw one furry at Comic-Con.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, there wasn't that many cosplayers, just people walking around.
Cool. Was it like a small thing?
No, it was big, but it was like not many.
Wait, where, Austin?
Indy.
You went to. Isn't that this weekend though?
Indianapolis.
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah, I was just there.
Oh, wait.
Got
Oh,
home.
you were just there? Jeez. Alright.
Man, that must be cool, like going to a convention in a big city.
Yeah.
Indianapolis is not a big city by any
It is
means.
big. It's like one of the bigger cities in the Midwest.
But it's like. But Indiana's like the one place you never want to move because it's Cornville. We live in
In
Farmville.
Metropolis.
We live in
Oh.
Metropolis, Cornville.
And it's all farmland over there. You know, I live in the mountains. No one ever wants to like live here.
It's
Because they think there are bears trying to kill them.
It's because of
I've
all the
never even-
incest.
I never even saw a fucking wild bear here. Like, do you know how fucking hyped I'd be to see a black bear, man?
Man.
You're not seeing that Eric Andre shit? Bears are scary.
Yeah. When do you think Barbara will die? She's gotta like die anymore.
We already talked about that, though.
Wait, Barbara who?
Barbara
Chris-
Chandler.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that. She's immortal. Nah.
Yo,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Like, once she dies, Chris dies.
But immortal, more like immortal ham.
Oh,
Uh,
I can
Oh.
imagine like what Chris's funeral will be like.
It's like
Oh.
with like
That's-
the
he'll-
Snorlax.
and his funeral will be the day that he gets a girlfriend.
I can imagine like all the trolls coming to like eulogize him.
It's a cardboard cutout of Clyde Cash.
Yeah, no, Clyde Cash giving the eulogy.
Like, hey, this is Chris Chan, the lamest motherfucker on the internet. He was my friend, my deepest friend. I love him so deep.
How many people do you think will show up to his
He gave
funeral?
my life meaning.
He gave my life meaning. After my brother died, someone says, I thought he was fake. He is. He's just an actor.
He's been acting his whole life.
Like, now, I
No, they would just like
his
hire a guy to
impression.
like pretend to be Clyde Cash.
Once he breaks character, he's really an Asian woman. He wipes the make off.
What's up?
I really want like Sir Shaq Tito to show up and maybe and Blue
Remember the
Spark,
time we made-
the kid who, well,
made
the
him-
adult who was Blue Spark.
No, they could have somebody dressed up
I made
as
him up his
Grim Reaper
PS3.
there.
The Grim Reaper. Oh, yeah.
Dude, Blue Spike would
The Grim
probably
Reaper's
take
going
like
like- It was
the blow
terrifying.
up doll and would just like throw it down in the grave.
Yeah. And he'd be like, Julie!
Julie.
He Blue Spike would just scream Julie until it's like not funny anymore.
As
My
if
name
he
is
was
Emily. Fucking
Oh my god, no.
Chris Chan fucked Pam's sister.
Oh no!
His
Oh no!
pan sister.
Not my blood.
I'm pretty sure Pan's the only child, which is good for his parents.
He's like, essentially, Pan will become the next Chris Chan.
As if he already was. No, the next Chris Chan was basically Anthony Legato.
Who?
Oh.
He was this guy who made like YouTube commentaries where he like shit on Chris's behavior, but it turned out that he only made those videos because like he was pretty similar to Chris and was just masking his own insecurities, so he became a cow in his own right.
Became
Like,
a
you know
cow.
that
like
one guy that had his
horrible
own like
Brandon?
medallion?
No, that was Liquid Chris. I'm talking about Anthony Legato. I'll like link you one of his like videos he made on Chris.
Yeah, I'll put that in the description.
Here, okay, let's see.
Oh, you guys want to know what Will Smith said to a robot?
What'd he say?
What is a robot's favorite kind of music? The robot replies, what? Will replies, heavy metal. The robot just stares at him. He stares back smiling. She stares at him again. He stops smiling.
Aha!
It's just like, damn, like, what happened to you, Will? What happened to you?
Oh, do you want to know something else Chris says?
What?
Chris has taken apparently an ancestry survey and says he's part African.
Literally everybody's part African. They can all identify as black if they want
We
to.
all come from like Africa. That's where human civilization
What
started.
about Native American?
It's gonna take me a lot to take me
They're also
away
black,
from
you know.
There's not that 100
At least that's what the good old Book of Mormon says.
Jesus, I hate that Africa Toto meme.
And
How
it's a
dare
good
you.
song, too, and they ruined it.
I haven't seen the meme. Don't show me the meme. I don't
It
want to
was
see
never.
it.
No, it's just like one of those normie Snapchat, Instagram memes.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
That's a good
Oh,
song.
speaking of which, this year has been terrible because of all the SpongeBob memes we've been getting.
Yeah.
Is there
All
a new
the evil
SpongeBob meme?
Patrick. All the evil Patricks. All the like chicken SpongeBobs. All in like the March.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. At my college dorm, the one that I used to like live at, like someone put like Evil Patrick in the fucking windows.
Oh fuck!
No.
Yeah, it's basically a tamed normie status. I just want to kick myself in the dick.
Yeah.
Do it. You won't bet.
No, I'm not.
Normie memes are just kind of awful in general. They think that they're like so funny and they're hilarious, when in reality they're not. Like,
Anything, they're just bad.
they're just
Yeah.
bad. Like, sometimes my friends will message me on Instagram with the newest and latest Normie meme, and I'll always end up saying, this is not funny, I demand something funnier, and they always bring me like 6 more memes, and I never laugh at one, so then I demand more, and then they get mad at me because they think that I have no sense of humor. And then I show them like a picture of like I have this picture of feminist cultists on my phone or whatever that are just
Evil
like,
Patrick is a bastard. I wish he would fucking die.
I kind of want all memes to stop for at least a couple months and then resume, just to let people breathe.
oh, it's so annoying. It's so relentless too. You're like hating this meme and then that meme. You're like, Evil Patrick sucks. Uganda Knuckles sucks. We Are Number One sucks. It's like, when
Aw.
does it end?
We
didn't
Are
like
Number
We Are
One was kind of okay, but
It was
I
okay,
can
but then it got
understand-
beaten into the ground and it still lingers till this day.
okay. What about steamed hams?
Oh, that's such a
What
bad.
the hell is steamed hams?
You've never seen the Steam. That's like an up and coming normie meme.
Really?
Yeah, there was a bit where it was like the new We Are Number One. Like usually YouTube poopers would just do that, but it's kind of died down now.
Yeah, they're doing like gorillas covers of steamed hams and everything.
Oh no.
My favorite like steamed hams video was probably the one set to All Star.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
There was also like the Near Automata one, like multiple endings.
I don't get how certain memes just get so popular so quick.
I have no
Like
idea.
they get spread around, yes, but like, why steamed hams? Why such a random Simpsons
I mean,
episodes out of
you can't really like predict what's going to become a meme. It's just like, you know,
Life's a meme.
The life is the next big and up
But-
meme.
yeah.
Oblivion.
Anyway,
You just show a picture of a man in front of a mirror just staring himself down. That's the ultimate meme.
That's gonna be your next meme. That's the next meme.
That's god tier meme.
The day that meme exists is the day that I.
oh, that reminds me. I also don't really like, you know, I had to do it to him. I think that one's pretty obnoxious.
I like to take Spanish and French normie memes off of Instagram and just send them to my friends because I think they're funny. Because you don't know what's going on and everything's so out of context, and it's like you see evil
Okay.
Patrick and then you see like some guy looking under the sewers.
Okay, that sounds pretty funny.
Mhm. You all know, like, your meme becomes normie if it's on behind the meme.
Behind the meme is like just behind the normie.
Basically, also Gru's plan is starting to become a normie.
Oh yeah, that's another normie one that's sickening.
That one's so bad. I don't know why the Smelly Boys are so obsessed with it.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe because
Because
it's
it's
easy
smelly.
for them to like.
It's really easy to make. That's the point of a meme.
Did they do another fucking meme review? Those faggots.
Oh, hey, that
Oh,
word's
fuck.
offensive. That word's offensive.
Be careful, like, they might be listening.
Man, I said I said the F word last podcast and no one complained.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention.
Random and Austin and Jack, I think, all said the N-word last podcast.
No,
No,
I didn't say
I
the
didn't say the
N-word.
N-word.
I
I
don't
said
know.
I don't think
Something
Austin
nice.
did. I think Random
I said
and Jack
nigga.
did.
I hadn't say the hard R word.
No,
Yeah.
no, there was no hard R.
There was no hard R. I'm saying.
I
like,
literally just said I would never say the N-word. Because I don't want, you know...
I was just telling, like, a funny story that happened on my podcast that was cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I'm probably never gonna say the other F word on here again. I'll probably still say retard.
A retard. The R word. You're gonna say the R word.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you?
I say retard all the fucking time, man.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare
What do you want,
Shit.
man? How dare you, Roger? Yeah, you're out because your moves are weak. Y'all need to see that video. It's one of the best videos I've ever seen in my life.
No,
What?
you want to know a really,
It's
really
called
good.
You're Dying. It's about 3 characters all played by the same person, a kid and a mom and dad. Where the mom walks, is like Roger, and Roger's like, "What do you want, bitch? How dare you?" It's like, I'm moving out." It's like, why? Because your moves are weak. It's just like you have no idea what's going on. And then they turn to the kid who's confused by them getting a divorce, and they just go, "You're dying." What? You're dying? How long? Whenever. Just, are you dying? Yeah, we're all dying. Don't they fucking teach this to you in school? It's the funniest thing ever.
Have you ever
This is
seen
like some Eric Andre shit.
Is it
I
like
love
one of
it.
those normie memes where like they start wearing shirts as wigs, or is it like
No,
actually?
No,
funny?
they don't. They don't wear. Where the guy, when he wants to be the dad, he just wears his cap forward. And when he wants to be the kid, he wears his cap back. And when he's the woman, he doesn't have the cap on.
Hey, you want to know this really sad? You want to hear a sad story? I remember, like,
Oh, I thought you were.
I
just
was
gonna
I was
talk
on film. I was on filming of the Eric Andre show.
about-
Oh no!
Really?
It was
Was
the
it like-
it was the cereal on the Subway one.
Oh yeah. Wait, was that the? He's where he's the Pele player.
Yeah, and he's got like tons of like gallons of milk attached to him.
Oh. I thought you were talking about the Pele player with the M&Ms.
No, not
And
that
I've
one.
actually eaten M&Ms for breakfast. It's very depressing.
Don't do that, please.
For some reason, I thought it was you were like actually on like the set of the show, not just like one of the like man on the street segments.
Yeah, it's the one where he's got like he's wearing like a cone and he's got like Fruit Loops and he's got a gallon of milk and he's putting it
Oh,
in
yeah,
like,
he's
the
like-
cone. I didn't get the job.
Alright.
My favorite one is where bee catcher suit. The beat.
And then like
Oh my God.
like I was on filming of that one, and like he wasn't there, and like I didn't show up in the final cut, which is really sad.
Where were you positioned?
I was like on the end, so I
Right next to him. You were
Yeah,
next to our
but-
leader
no, it was like on the
Leader.
it was no, I wasn't next to him. I was like on the other side,
of the train. Oh.
but I got to see this.
Did he just run out of there afterwards, after filming, or did he just
No,
like...
we just like saw a camera crew come in, and next thing you know, it like they just cue him to come in. Next thing you know, he just comes in doing I didn't get the job.
Oh, I thought the cameras were hidden. That just ruins everything. It's like now they have this full production crew on standby. It's just like now.
Yeah.
It's not like full production.
What's
crew.
Eric Andre like out of character?
It's the same, I bet.
Yeah.
Probably.
I
It's
bet
not
he's
like-
just like a boring actor, you know.
Or worse, he's pan pizza. Or he's just like he barely talks and he just says, "Yeah."
We're
Yeah.
never gonna get Pan on here.
No, because he doesn't like me.
don't-
I
you don't
wonder
like-
why.
What'd you do to him, Austin?
I tried to get on his podcast a lot, be a guest, but I wasn't worthy, and I got a little out of control with it. I admit it.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy. It's like a Wayne's World.
No, he probably like decided to like hold a bank hostage until he like could be on the podcast.
Like, I will fucking do it. I don't want your money.
I swear to God, I will. I'll do it.
Man, you know he's pretty selective about who he wants to be with.
But
I mean,
I'm famous.
he'll hang out with Animat of all people, but he won't hang out with you. Just think about that for a minute.
That's how much he hates me. Fucking hate
What'd you do to him?
I kept doing the impression of him, and also I made a Tumblr blog post saying how I let go of not being on the podcast. That was when I was young and stupid. That was like second year of college.
Yeah, but nowadays you have us idiots.
Is that an achievement? That's like a negative achievement. It's like
No, it is an achievement because we're funny as shit.
I guess so.
I'm funny.
I mean, Austin alone is just having. There's just an achievement on the podcast. I'm surprised Austin even joined. Austin was so quiet on the Smelly Boys. I'm surprised he even responded to my message when I was
That
like,
was
"Hey."
because that's because I was hanging out with that furry guy. That was like, he's in my server, but it's like he's a nice guy, but it's like
What
when
furry
he goes
guy?
off the deep end, you just go like.
I think he's
That's
talking
like
about
the-
Neat.
Nate.
It's just like, wow. Just like, what the hell happened? Just like, this guy must have some serious problems, or he is trying way too hard.
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Neat is pretty. I don't like him that much.
To those who don't know, I was on the Smelly Boys podcast, and there was this person on there that kept making all these anti-Semite jokes where he talked about we should have gassed them. It was like, you know, stuff like that, and I just like sitting there in quiet, like just like quiet time, just like reeling this in because we have a Holocaust survivor in my town. She's one of the proprietors of this museum called Candles. Her name's Eva Core, and you know, like she really touched my life as a young child, where she was always super nice to me, even though everyone around me says, "Dude, she's like a bitch to everybody." It's like she's nice to me. And she's the sweetest lady ever who went through, like, she was an Auschwitz survivor.
Yeah.
You know the stories of what they did to twins there?
Yeah.
What'd they do?
Like they did experiments on them, like where they changed their hair color and their eye color.
Oh, how'd they change their eye color?
I think it was like constant injections. They were treated by an evil doctor named Mengele.
Yeah, I know Mengele.
Mangala.
Oh, yeah,
Who's
yeah.
Mangala?
She suffered a lot through the fall of that, as well as, you know, coming to America, dealing with anti-Semitism, and like she was a big inspiration for me. When I hear like those type of jokes that involve massacring innocent people, even in a joking way, it's just like it just, you know, it makes my spine tingle. But then again, I'm a triggered little piece of shit, so I'm a snowflake.
Mangala. That's
Yeah,
like
I'm a
a
snowflake.
cartoon villain.
Yeah.
Austin French, Indiana Snowflake.
Yeah,
I
there
want
was a
that to be my
Slayer
tagline.
song about him.
Angel of Death.
I want
Yeah.
someone to label me that. Make a T-shirt that says Austin Trench, Indiana Snowflake.
Indiana Snowflake. You're over
Indiana
here
Snow-
like
Yeah.
not even the snowflakes can compare to Austin.
It's like he is a super snowflake. He's so snowflake he melts on impact.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I mean, it's fine if we don't make any jokes regarding, Jews.
I
or
mean, Jew
anti-Semites.
jokes are kind of not funny in the first, not because of like the fact that
Plus,
they're,
that's like so
they're
1950s.
Yeah.
That those jokes are gone. Like
Yeah, I never
nowadays,
found them
more
funny.
Trump.
I mean, we can still make fun of people who do bad shit because that's fine, but
We can make fun of John K all we want, and
yeah,
Yeah, we can make fun of
because-
Nazis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nazis are
Like-
bad.
Like
communists.
Why majority of Nazis carried around large guns? Because they had tiny pistols between the legs.
Aw.
Wow, that was a
You want to know
very-
something funny about Hitler? There was a secret experiment done by, I think, the British government to implement hormones into Hitler's tea and coffee. That way he'd grow breasts and be more effeminate and, like, quit the war.
Is that
Like, he
true?
just- yeah, I looked it up. And it was just like, what the fuck? I don't think the article's
that
there
why-
anymore. They
Is-
tried to, like, essentially just, like, make him have a sex change.
Wait, is that why
Yeah.
like they found Hitler, like I saw this TV show or whatever, and they were talking about how like Hitler could still be alive, Illuminati confirmed, but it was like apparently they found feminine genes or whatever in Hitler, or like something feminine.
Yeah, I think that was where that
Wow.
was where the hormones they put into him. That would have been hilarious to see that. It's like, mein Führer, we are going to take over Poland. Well, maybe I don't want to take over Poland, right? Snapping at people, just be like,
It was like a reverse voice crack.
I need chocolate. I need it now. I can't.
My heart is broken.
Like, what's wrong, sir? Anna doesn't love me.
I wish,
There is actually a good parody of Hitler. Now, this was a parody on YouTube long ago called The Passion of Hitler, which is a parody of Passion of the Christ. Pretend made by Mel Gibson, where it shows Hitler getting beat up in high school, which is fucking awesome to see. Him
That
getting
sounds
thrown
amazing.
into lockers and beaten up. And the students that pick on, they say, "Shitler."
Oh
Suck
my god,
dickler.
it sounds amazing.
It is. I'll get the link for it. We'll link it also in the video description.
We also know the infamous "Heil, honey, I'm home."
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
sitcom. That sitcom, or Look Who's Back.
Oh yeah, look who's
Oh,
back!
yeah.
I saw that on Netflix.
Now, because of that idiocracy in that movie, because of Trump, have skyrocketed. Like Jesus.
I wish.
Damn.
It's great. We all live in America under Trump's reign.
I always
Oh,
forget that
Trump is-
sometimes. Kind of used to it after a while.
Christian C, and I am.
The passion of Hitler.
You know, it'd be funny if they remade that, where like instead of like a regular Cleveland show thing, he's humping his PS3 while he's doing it. And I am proud to be.
And I'm proud to be an American.
Proud to be a son of Jew.
Yeah.
Or at least I spank my meat.
I remember when he would masturbate in the little cups or whatever in front of the webcam.
the Fanta, not the Fanta. I can't look at the commercials the same way again.
Every time I crack open a Fanta, I think of cracking open Chris.
No, you're 13. Don't say that shit here. I don't want to go to jail.
Must be really great.
Yes. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up this podcast. What do you guys think?
This
Yeah.
this was a freaking amazing.
It was a
This
gold
is an
mine.
amazing one. On camera
This
and
is-
off camera.
This is a Zapruder film level of detail and scrutiny that we have created right here. This is magical. It's legit what dreams are made of. And like Shia LaBeouf said, don't let your dreams just be dreams. Also, I stole comics. He said that as well right before he put a bag on his head.
He's not famous anymore.
I don't want him to be famous anymore.
Can he just like wear that bag like for the rest of his life?
He's basically stopped like doing his "He Will Not Divide Us" live streams.
Oh no!
I just want Shia to just get a job in like an accounting firm or something. It's clear Hollywood has destroyed this guy.
No, because
he's
he's not a
destroyed
normal
himself.
human being. He's special.
Yeah,
He's not-
but
He's a human cannibal.
anyone that worked for the House of Mouse has probably had their brain fried.
It's just like, before you go, we will destroy you.
Anyway.
Then
Shia
they
looks
say,
like
no,
a-
he's working for Michael Bay. Oh, don't worry, he'll destroy you for us.
Shia looks like a Padawan. Now, doesn't he have like a braid in the back of his hair?
Yes.
Oh God.
He's the new Star Wars kid.
He is.
Oh,
I feel bad for the real Star Wars kid because apparently he went to a mental hospital because of the
Oh.
bullying.
dude! Like the guy got bullied so bad.
This
Yeah,
poor
apparently
dude.
it was
Who
like
was
a VHS
recording
film
him?
or something. He recorded himself on the tripod.
Oh, poor guy. It's like he should have just not done that.
The first time I learned about Star Wars Kid was Ned's Declassified.
Really?
Yeah, they did like a parody of him with Coconut Head.
No, it wasn't
Oh.
Coconut Head. It was fast talking kid there who wouldn't shut
Yeah.
up. And then
Just- they
everyone made
should've-
fun of him. And then just like Ned added like a green screen background where he's like fighting ninjas. And like he's still gonna get picked on, dude.
Hey, do you remember when the Star Wars kid was in Tony Hawk's Underground too?
That kid, to quote X-Play, that kid will never know peace.
Man, he must have been the original Chris.
He was the original
No.
Chris.
Do you remember when like Weird Al did the Star Wars kid in like one of his videos?
Oh man.
White Nerdy, that was it.
Oh yeah, poor kid.
Remember when he was in South Park?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, against when he fought the Numa Numa guy.
The Numa guy.
Yeah, and Tayzon Day was in there
It
too.
was just like chocolate, right? That's pretty funny.
Yes. Well, with that said, let's hit the dusty old trail.
Let's hit the
Well,
trenches.
about time I be hitting the old dusty trail.
Well, I'm off to go say why Overwatch should be a Netflix movie.
Ooh.
God.
That way it can finally put the nail in the coffin to that franchise.
Yeah.
Austin Trench is
Overwatch is
in the
gonna fucking die.
description. Random Heroes Podcast, the Tap Podcast, is
Later!
in the description. Jack's Twitter is in the description.
Yeah,
I
it's at Jack's
am in the
too.
description. And
The Trench Man.
you can go die in a hole. 'Cause
Thank
this is the Good Boys.